As with day-to-day life, as you'd expect from a more traditional society, the women tend to perform tasks such as cooking and cleaning and other such jobs around the house, while the men work outside the home providing for the family. That said, in more liberal Amish communities in recent decades, this has begun to change to an extent, with some Amish women even starting and running businesses. As the jobs the Amish get up to, this has changed markedly in recent decades. Classically, the vast majority of Amish were very skilled farmers. While this is still a trade many Amish perform on some level, giving rising prices of land and, in some cases, how much a given Amish can sell their land for instead, the majority of work done by the Amish in modern times tends to lie outside of mass farming, sometimes in extremely lucrative ways, with Amish millionaires absolutely being a thing. However, within the community, no one would ever be celebrated as such, and flaunting this fact would be a huge no-no. But as for professions outside of being men of the land, common jobs Amish take up include everything from carpentry and various other construction work to even tourism and running restaurants. On the note of building things, if you've purchased an RV in the United States, there's a strong chance an Amish person helped build it, which is kind of ironic in a lot of respects when you think about it. Not just functioning as skilled factory workers, it's not uncommon at all for Amish to set up their own businesses with shockingly high success rates, in this at around 90%. For reference, us lesser mortals, who aren't on our knees day and night scoring points for the afterlife, see only about a 35% success rate for our businesses at the 10-year mark. As to why the Amish have such high success rates in their businesses, there are a variety of factors that go into this, from how invested their family and their community are in their success and endeavors, to arguably the biggest factor being plain old extreme hard work and extreme pride in their work. Although on this latter point, it's important to point out it's not to glorify themselves, but rather God. Producing a subpar product or not giving it your best effort would not be glorifying God in your work, and thus it's perhaps unsurprising that the Amish are known for their products being extremely high quality. They also, by nature of leading minimalistic lives, tend to increase the odds of their businesses succeeding, whereas others with higher expenditures might have to quit and try something else. Thus, hard work, community, and family support, keeping expenses low and producing quality products or services turns out to be a recipe for long-term success in business, which is shocking, we know. As for their work ethic, this is something that's instilled in any Amish person from a young age, taking the whole tenet of by the sweat of your brow from Genesis to heart to an extreme degree. Even Amish children get in on things, beginning work of some sort to help the family at quite young ages. For example, one former Amish, Ira Wagler, author of Growing Up Amish, notes, "I was taken to the top of our house, given a goose wing, and made to sweep steps as my job when I was only 3. The message is you do not deserve anything unless it's earned." Noteworthy here is putting the kids to work at young ages, sometimes in official businesses, and much like with their schooling practices, this has sometimes caused issues with the US government when it butts up against certain child labor laws.